All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Late Night Shots podcast, episode 123. We have U.S. Open champ Caffey here today. So, how are we doing?
Not too bad. How about you?
Doing all right. So, before we get into this episode, Derek has a quick word from our sponsors.
As all of you know, we have three great sponsors: Liquid IV, Defense Soap, Body Art Nutrition. You could use all their links down below to shop with us. Yeah, thank you.
You want to just hop right into it?
Yeah, sure. Cam, welcome to the show. We appreciate you coming on. Might as well just get to the big question. Congratulations on your big win. This past couple weeks, I'm sure have been insane for you. So what was it like taking home the W?
Yeah, so it was pretty cool. I went into the tournament just with the kind of goal of just having fun. I was like, after NCAA's and kind of how terribly that went, none of the Spartans were feeling too good. So just nice to win one. Nice to get one back from the sport. So, yeah.
So winning the U.S. Open, you go into the World Team Trials Challenge Tournament as the top seed, right? So, I think a lot of guys kind of either went 86 or 97 this year. So you're the top seed. I think I want to say Nate Jackson's the 2 seed right now, most likely. So what do you look forward to there? Obviously the man at the top, Jaden Cox, that's the goal to get there, right? And take him out. But
right.
Not looking forward to that tournament.
Yeah, so like you said, a lot of guys went 86 or bumped up to 97. Because obviously those are the Olympic weights. Like 92 is not an Olympic weight, so a lot of people would, I guess, just rather be there all the time, which fine for them. But yeah, I mean, even if you just look at the U.S. Open brackets, a lot of the brackets were a little bit weaker than historically they have been. So you have a lot of I guess unlikely champs. But at the end of the day, I mean, if you wanted that 1 seed, you have to wrestle the tournament. So looking forward to the World Team Trials. Yeah, Nate Jackson is probably going to be the 2 seed of my bracket. My prediction is that Aiello will probably be the 3 seed, and then we'll probably have Trumbull as the 4 seed. That's what I'm thinking. I think I saw one prediction that flipped Aiello and Trumbull, but either way, Nate Jackson probably takes that 2 seed. Looking at just his freestyle resume and a lot of the matches and wins that he's racked up over the past 2 years. He's been a busy man since COVID started. Yeah, I don't think he's really missed too many events. I just remember every time they had one of those flow cards, Nate Jackson was on there, which, good for him. It was nice getting to watch him compete a lot, and you watched him kind of become one of the better guys at the weight class over COVID. So that was really cool. I can't say I'm looking forward to wrestling him. I don't like wrestling tall guys. It's really hard, but I mean, competition's always nice. So yeah.
I remember there was like 1 week, I think the Nindy Line Wrestling Club was throwing on like a bunch of cards on Rockfin, and he wrestled Kyle Snyder, Jaden Cox, and Max Dean. I think he wrestled Cox and Max Dean on the same card. So he was going like back to back in like 30 minutes. And then he had started, like, he did decent. Like, it wasn't even like that bad either.
I can't remember if it was Max or Gabe. It might have been Gabe. I think it might have been Gabe.
It was Max, yeah.
Yeah.
Because Gabe wrestled Snyder in Bone.
But yeah, he's just every chance that he's gotten for a match he's taken. And I don't know, I might be in the minority here, but I kind of miss COVID a little bit. I kind of miss COVID times, not the virus itself, but just like that period of time where we didn't have anything to do. And it was just, you just wake up and it's like, okay, what am I going to do today to pass the time? I know for me, it was usually video games. Wish I'd actually gotten something done, but it was just nice to kind of have that freedom, that scheduling freedom. You didn't have anything to look forward to, and you're just kind of chilling.
Yeah. Talking about COVID, you had probably your best outlook for postseason, in 2020. I think you made the Big Ten finals. You had some big wins, You also Aaron Brooks in Big Ten finals. You take second. You're heading into the national tournament. I think is it the 3 seed or something like that.
I think I was 5 or 6.
Okay, yeah. So still on the bottom half of the
Mhm.
bracket, Your Brooks was the 2, I
Mhm.
think. So you're gonna see Brooks on the way to the finals, and then I think Taylor Lujan was the top seed there. What was kind of like the impact that had on you, just when he got canceled?
Yeah, so and it's weird because we'll never know how that could have gone, right? But just the momentum that I had going into that tournament, even with losing to Brooks in the finals of Big Tens, like that's not a bad loss. I lost him in the last 30 seconds of the match, off of one of my own shots. So that was something that easily could have been fixed. Just to have that kind of momentum going into that tournament, to have the wins going to that tournament that I had that season, and I don't know, the best way to describe it is just like I had a feel for wrestling at that point that I haven't been able to even get close to since. I was on a roll, and I don't know, I felt pretty unbeatable, and I don't know, just having COVID kind of disrupt that. Definitely have never been able to find that groove again. And it's even weird to think that it's already been 2 years since that happened. you know, time's been flying since then. But and like I said, who knows what could have happened kind of leading out from that NCAA tournament. So, you know, stuff happens. Life's not fair. All we can do is keep trudging on.
Yeah,
Think about the could have beens every once in a while.
yeah. This season, coming into it, I think I want to say third at the scuffle.
Yep.
So, obviously, that's a tough bracket. Even saying that, so you had Michael Beer there, returning All American, and then Rocky Elam also.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
Yeah, and
probably your
people,
biggest one.
mhm.
No, you can go. You're talking.
Oh, I was just saying, like, even looking at a tournament like the Scuffle, there was, I lost once that tournament. I lost to Beard, obviously, and you have matches like that, or even I can even go earlier. The first tournament, I had a couple, what you would call, I guess, bad losses. Woodley's not a bad loss, but lost to the Illinois K. Wroblewski. That was really the only thing keeping me down the rest of the season, especially considering he ended up being like the 14 seed going into Big Tens, and it's like, okay, he beat Max Dean, but like, what is this? Like, what are you doing? So I don't know. I think we're gonna try to fix that next season by not wrestling the MSU Open. But yeah, it's been a long time since I won that tournament. But you have a match like my match with Beard, and it's funny because a lot of people are clinging to that, and they're like, "Oh, like he beat Max Dean, but he lost to the backup," and they're basically like saying stuff about how Michael Beard beat me by a ton. Uh, Completely neglecting that was actually the first time I lost to Beard. I'm 3-1 against him, with the most recent time being last Big Tens where I almost majored him. But there's were a couple of losses like that definitely hurt me, namely Wroblewski and Beard. I lost to a backup, probably the best backup in the country,
Yeah.
but
Definitely.
a backup nonetheless. I mean, he was the backup to the champ,
Yeah.
but that doesn't matter to people. What mattered was that he was a backup. So
Yeah, I feel like it comes to the point where, like, I know when people are like on Dean too, because he's not like this super high scoring guy, like, but he wins consistently. And when you took him out, there was like this one position where like it wasn't really a Merkle, but like your leg was like hooked on the opposite side, and you were just kind of just like holding on there with like 20 seconds left. And then I
that
know
was two.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was definitely two.
a win's a win.
Only because I had it. Yeah, a win's a win. I had my leg in between for just like a split second. I don't think that there's reaction time in that position. It should have been two, but I won. So it would have been a different story if he'd somehow taken me down right there or something, because I'm sure we would have challenged it. But yeah, like you're saying, there was the Merkle position.
Yeah. So what would that kind of do for you? Because I know a lot of people say like there were like there's like two guys people were thinking of that like would beat Dean, and those were like you and Stephen Buchanan, just like based on like the ability, just like finesse and just like straight horsepower. So what did that kind of do for you,
Mhm.
heading forward? Because that guy's already a returning national finalist.
Yeah, so beating him was nice. I beating somebody who's really good like that is always nice. But at the end of the day, it didn't really change anything. It definitely didn't necessarily help me that much going to postseason. Put them on high alert. They're ready for me the next time. Definitely didn't underestimate me. And it worked in his favor. I mean, like you said, he wins a lot of really close matches. You probably saw a lot of his matches 3-2, 2-1. Not a big time score. He's just fundamentally sound. Kind of a wrestler's wrestler. Really go on top. But yeah, I mean that win. I mean, it was cool. Like it was nice to build momentum going to the Big Ten tournament, but I I don't know. It didn't carry me through. So it was definitely bittersweet watching him win because like, oh, I beat that guy, but like nobody cares. And the end of the day, because he's the champ. So yeah.
Yeah, I know it was big for you guys because uh how many more years of eligibility do you have? I think like you have one more, so it's just this year.
Yep.
You got two national champs at the weight. You have Dean and Ferrari. You won't see Ferrari till nationals, but you have your chance to get that Big Ten title with him. Beer's out of the picture now at Lehigh. So there's just like a lot more added depth at the weight now. Like, what are you really looking forward to there, especially with the return of AJ Ferrari?
Um, any matches and I don't think that I'm looking forward to any matches in particular. Um, I mean, it's my last season, so I'm just gonna try to take it in, have fun, and I mean, winning is fun, but just move slowly, smell the roses. No matches in particular I'm looking forward to. Would it be nice to beat a Dean again or get to wrestle a Ferrari and potentially beat him? Yeah, it'd be great. But like you said, the only real opportunity I'm going to get at Ferrari is the national tournament. And I don't even know what our schedule is for next year. So we might have Penn State on the schedule, but we'll see. But yeah, no particular matches I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm 0-3 versus Warner, so it'd be nice to finally get over the hump with him. But um, I'm not. I don't have like too much like about it. I'll beat who's in front of me, and if I don't, I'm sure that they'll remember me. I'll wrestle my best.
There.
Definitely. One thing I wanted to ask was we did interview your teammate Jake Tucker. He kind of blew up a little bit this year off of kind of sharing the behind the scenes of Michigan State wrestling. So what was that like for you guys? And, for you being, having him there? I know he was injured and wasn't able to compete, but what was that like, having him to kind of show the world what it's like to be on the Michigan State wrestling team?
Yeah. So first of all, Jake Tucker's he's had a very like interesting career in that a couple years ago, 2019 Big Ten tournament, we're warming up the day before the tournament, and I think he tears his ACL. Just like, I don't know, I think we're drilling or something. So at the Big Ten tournament, all of a sudden, he's out after having a pretty decent season. The next year, he has a pretty good season, finally qualifies for national, breaks through, COVID. We're done. Last year, the COVID year was really weird. He wasn't really wrestling too well up until the national tournament where he actually wrestled really well. But he runs into like Shane Griffith first round and then Travis Whitlake on the backside. So has really good matches with number 1 and number 3. I think Whitlake was 3 or 4
he was
last
3.
year.
Yeah, 3 or 4, I think.
3. Yeah, so runs into 2 of the top kids, but wrestles really well, but isn't able to get it done. And then this year, you've got him coming to the year. I know he put in a ton of work last summer. It's looking really good. Tears his pec in practice. So he's had I'm sure that he'll look back on his career with a lot of like, man, like I wish that this happened. I wish that had
A lot of what
happened.
if.
But right, a lot of what ifs. He had a ton of talent, and it's just the injury bug just got him over and over again. But the way that he was able to kind of salvage this year in promoting our team, he grew his TikTok following like, I don't know, times 10 or something crazy like that. Just the way that he was able to kind of put the team up on a pedestal and like market the team was insane. It was like the best that we've probably been marketed ever. So it was really nice to see that. I think that we're going to be able to keep him around for next year just for purely media stuff. But yeah, it was always nice coming into practice and you see him set up in the hallway with his phone on a pedestal and a little question under it. And I'm sure that was the highlight of a lot of people's days was just debating his questions and we say our answer on the camera. Oh, the slapback thing. I'm so happy I wasn't there that day. That game hurt so much. And it's so stressful.
Then there was the Snickers commercial. That one also blew up. That one was huge. That one also got a little hate too. That was people find reasons to have a problem with everything these days. But that was hilarious. It was objectively hilarious. And those are a lot of those kinds of things where if he was focused on wrestling and cutting weight, he might not have came up with some of those ideas. But because he had the season off because he got hurt, he's got the creative juices flowing and he's able to come up with that kind of stuff that markets our team pretty well. And it's just really funny and people enjoyed it. So it was great to see his social media, his creative growth this year. It's really cool. Yeah, I mean, you have him, and then on the other side, you have Chase Aldante, who's also really big on social media as well. He was big on social media when he was in high school, when he was training with Khabib in DC. So I mean, y'all have a lot of guys there that could definitely promote the team pretty well.
We do. And I think we even have another guy. I'm not sure how many followers he has, but Jeremy Sarter, I think he's going into his third year right now. He also like just kind of secretly has like 40, 50K TikTok followers. And it was like, I remember when people realized that, they're like, Jeremy? Because he's like a really quiet kid on our team. But people started watching some of his TikToks and stuff like the top 5 keys to getting that girl you like at school and stuff like that. Is really funny. So yeah, we have a lot of people who are doing pretty well at the social media stuff. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, you heard it here first. If you want to grow a social media following, go to Michigan State. Plus, you guys did have the legend. MMG did go to your school, and he's now like a world-known like superstar.
Wait, MMG?
Yeah.
Who's MMG?
He plays Madden.
I'm blanking.
He plays Madden.
I'll pull up a pic.
I'm not well versed in sports in general.
He doesn't do any sports. He just plays Madden, video games all day long.
Oh wow!
And makes videos. That guy.
I've never heard of this guy. Yeah, I've never seen.
Really? Yeah, interesting. I don't even know how
he went here.
Yeah, he went to Michigan State.
He used to have like the best Madden mobile vids back in the day.
Yeah, Madden Mobile. Yeah.
When everyone used to grind it.
Well, in fact, who also went to Michigan State was Chris Hansen.
Yeah.
Chris Hansen, Dateline NBC. Yeah. So yeah, we have a couple of stars who are going to Michigan State, I guess. Man, I've never heard of MMG.
Yeah, he's super famous. Got like I want to say he's like a multimillionaire, like insane.
I don't know about that, but
but going back to you, so what do you what are some things you're thinking about working on this summer? I mean, obviously you're trying to make it on the world team, so how's that going for you now? Just training hard and getting ready to compete again?
Yeah, just training hard. This next Saturday is the team trials. and there's not going to be any shortage of tough matches there. So just trying to make sure that everything is feeling good going into that, right? Besides that, I mean, man, I don't know. This might just be kind of a chill summer for me because I don't think I plan on doing U23s. I need to apply to grad school. I'm going to be doing a grad certificate and a master's in cybersecurity and cyber criminology. So I need to get that application off kind of soon. Going to be running the camp circuit, going around doing a bunch of different wrestling camps. I've got some shirts getting made soon I'll probably bring with me because shirts can potentially double your wrestling camp profits. So
Fear the
I have a bunch of those. Yep. Well, mine are gonna say so. The ones that I have from last year, the front said. Actually, one second. I'll be right back. I'm gonna run and grab one.
Gadsden up to 125.
Insane.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a good move for him, but
Dude, I saw
we'll
a
see.
video of him and Kirk just like
Big
doing like some randoms.
Big
whatever.
pros, big pros. That's
That's
fire.
awesome.
Those are fire.
But the ones that I'm making some new ones this summer, and they're going to be a little different than this. So we'll see. We'll see.
I was looking at the Gadsden
yeah,
video.
Gadsden at 125.
There's no way he's under like 250 right now. Like there was a
Is he
video
looking that big?
of him and Kirk, and like Kirk's like a solid 240, and he was bigger than him, which makes no sense to me.
Who's the guy at that weight? Gwiz? Is it Gwiz at heavyweight right now?
Well, yeah, from the US.
Who's this? I don't know about 250, but like he's definitely bigger. Because he was like shredded at 92 when he made that.
Yeah.
Move.
No, I definitely wasn't expecting to see him bump up 2 weight classes, kind of out of the blue.
Yeah,
I want to see what went into that decision.
I feel like it comes to a point where it's like if you have Jaden Cox and Kyle Snyder ahead of you, like forever, it's like Gwiz might just be the better option.
I guess so.
But that's the thing. Is he even gonna make it to Gwiz? Like he has to go through a lot of other.
Snyder. That's the thing.
Like at heavyweight, he's got to go through a lot of high caliber guys to get to win.
There's 2 guys. Paris is out.
Oh yeah.
I don't think Kirk's going. I remember Paris had like a herniated disc or something.
Yeah, in his back.
It's like, yeah, Don Bradley's probably just too big for him. Zomer is just good, but I think Gwiz already teched him at like the underground thing.
Already tech Zomer.
I don't know. No, Gwiz already teched Gadsden at the underground thing.
Oh,
it was like a while back though. I don't see Gwiz
those other guys that you listed. Yeah, out of those other guys you listed, Gadsden might still be the second best guy behind Gwiz.
Yeah. Really? You think so?
I think he might be. I mean, I watched. I didn't watch a lot of the heavyweights, but I saw, Zomer and Bradley in the finals. Gadsden might be better than them. I think he might be.
I think if Kirkfield's there, he definitely has like the speed advantage, and it's just like whatever. I don't know, but would probably just beat him.
Mm-hmm.
It becomes a problem if he gets taken down. That's my thing. Like, and especially Zomer being so good of like an upper body dude. I don't know how he's gonna fare if he gets taken down. But yeah.
True.
I mean, I think it's time. I think we roll into our fun questions. Let's get the fans to get to know you a little bit. Mine are non-wrestling related, so I'm gonna let him go first. Because his are really, really wrestling related.
Sir. Okay, so who are your top 3 favorite collegiate wrestlers of all time? And none of them can be from Michigan State.
All right, so top 3 of all time. I probably have to go with Bo Nickel. Geez, I can't. Dylan. what's his last name? Minnesota guy.
Ness.
57.
Ness.
Dylan Ness.
Interesting.
Third spot. Yeah, he's just a really funky guy. I remember watching him a lot when I was in high school, and he's just so fun to watch. 3. Man, I might have to choose a current and say Yanni.
Yeah, solid.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and say Yanni. Yeah.
I think Yanni's definitely a generational talent. Like, he's insane.
Oh yeah. Yeah, just some of the positions he gets himself into, and like the bodily awareness that he has in those positions, insane. Doesn't even make sense. It's unreal.
Yeah. Okay, here's my second one with the World Team Trials coming up. You know, the two big weights that a lot of people are talking about are 65 and 70. You know, Kendrick Maple, top seed at the Challenge tournament at 65 to win the Open. You know, you have a lot of guys there. Who do you think makes it to Final X there?
All right, let me pull up. I'm just gonna pull up the list of people qualified because I need to see everybody. 65 and you said 65 and 70?
Yeah. I think 65 is McKenna, Yanni, Nick Lee, and Kendrick Maple. I want to say.
Well, with Maple being the 1 seed, Yanni being the 2 seed. I don't know. Maple looked good. Maple looked really good.
Yeah, my thing is, I think if Yanni makes it to Final X, he wins. But if he's gonna go down somewhere, he's gonna go down early.
Who's even sitting in Final X at that weight?
Nobody. No, we haven't had a medalist in like 2 decades.
Oh, so it'll be Maple versus probably Yanni at Final X.
Who's the 4? Isn't the 4 seed Nick Lee?
Yeah.
That's gonna be a good one.
So what? Nick Lee versus Maple in the semis.
Yeah.
I'm still taking Yanni over all these guys.
All right.
And I mean, I would have also put my life savings on him last year for the Olympic team, and he lost.
Yeah,
But
I remember.
I'll do it again. I'll double down.
I remember I was in Flo's comment section. We say I was dressing Jordan Oliver, and I'm just like pissed off at this point because like I'm tired. I'm like tech again, and then like I come back like an hour later after Jo beats him to like 200 replies to that, and it was horrible. But 70 kilos, you know, we
need Yanni.
Yeah, it's insanely stacked. You got Deacon, as the favorite right now. Alec Pantaleo, James Green retired. Jordan Oliver, Zane Rutherford, guys like that.
I feel bad. Well, okay, I didn't pick the 1 seed at the last weight because I picked Yanni. But Pantaleo has been looking good. He's just a solid wrestler. Nothing too flashy, but his defense is really, really good. His attacks leave a little bit to be 1 and 4, but when you have defense like that, he eventually gets his chance on top. From what I remember, the way that he broke open the Oliver match was by turning him right at the Open. I want to say
he had to go behind. I think it was 3-2.
Did he?
I think it was just that in the push out.
I think you're right. Yeah, you're right.
He swept Oliver like 3 times.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to take Pantaleo just because Deacon. I don't think that Deacon should even be the 2 seed, and that's nothing against him. Just that I think that Oliver's Rutherford's in there. Because has Rutherford lost Pantaleo before?
I think it was because Deacon teched Pantaleo.
Deacon tech Pantaleo?
I think so, yeah. At the World Team Trials last year. And then lost like 2 criterion matches to James Green. Because I remember he beat Green too at like the US Open back in 2019. Because that's what kind of throws me off there.
You know what? I haven't even watched that many Rutherford matches, but give me Rutherford there. I'm gonna say Rutherford gets it done.
Yeah. It was Oliver.
He's solid.
2-2 last time. I think they wrestled. So
yeah, I'll take Rutherford.
All right,
Rutherford at 70.
Yeah. Anything else coming up? Any other interesting weights? Oh, 61. Who you got? Actually, no RBY. All right, you
What's
know
the
what,
one?
Derek?
There was one where I think Starochi just
79.
so 79.
I'm gonna say this might age very badly, but if Carter Starachi somehow does the impossible, I will not be surprised. That man has been on like demon time lately, and I'm just like, oh my god, these Instagram posts.
I'll take Sinzo.
Shenzo to make it to final eight. Really?
Uh-huh. He's just really good.
That's interesting.
Do I think he gets teched by Burrows? Probably.
Probably.
Burrows is just kind of, there's levels to this. But yeah, I'll just take Vincenzo.
I have either Starachi or Ringer. That's like the most random, but I think
Ringer.
You know what?
no, he's the
Ringer
top
was
guy.
Ringer was beating Joseph before Joseph pinned him, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he pinned him. Or did
And
he
what's
just
his
rub-
name?
Yeah.
Imar was whooping McFadden until he got pinned like that. So it's like you could theoretically see that as the match to go to Final X.
You know what? It's either Joseph or Ringer. It's either Joseph or Ringer. Did Ringer lose again on the backside?
No, he bullied everyone. I
Took
know
the-
Imar
okay, yeah.
defaulted to 8.
No, yeah. Alex is a big boy, especially for that weight. He's a big
Yeah.
boy. I don't know if you guys remember when he was up at 86, but he just looked huge.
Yeah, that was wild. I think he was that the year he lost to Zahid?
Probably.
That was 79 now. I don't know.
Because weren't they both at 86 for the Olympic stuff?
Ringer didn't go to the Olympic trials, I don't think.
No?
I think there was something with like him being out. Or I might just be looking at something else. Because it was Zahid versus Bo to get to the finals against Taylor. And then Bo chin whipped him with like 10 seconds left.
And then 86, Hall's just better than everybody. I don't know. I've been high on Hidley for a while. Honestly, I thought Hidley was going to win 184 this year.
Really?
Just because I saw him a couple years ago when he beat Amin at like the club cup or something like that.
RTC Cup.
And his little underhook to knee pick is it's so disgusting. I haven't really seen anybody have an easy time stopping that. But I don't know what happened with him at NCAAs this year. Wait, I think he took 5th.
Yeah, he lost to
Fifth or
Brooks, which I
sixth.
think is what it is, but yeah. Wait, you said Hall
Yeah.
over Valencia.
Yeah, Hall's been looking good.
Really?
He's been looking really good, dominant. I think he's probably pretty happy now that he's not cutting too much weight,
Yeah.
being at 86 kilos. So yeah,
Obviously, Taylor just is what it is, but
yeah,
are there any,
that's
are
a
there,
tough out.
Yeah. Are there any other interesting weights? I don't think so. You could say
No, not
74
really.
if Jason Nolf somehow comes back from what happened at the Olympic trials, but that's about it.
I want to see Nolf be the guy there, but Dake's just so good.
Yeah. I remember Nolf whooped the one world champ dude. He almost teched him. But yeah, so I think that's pretty much it. So Derek, I'll let you hop into your questions.
Oh, fabulous. So
You're welcome.
question number 1, we are a heavyweight nation. We are some large men that enjoy some good food. So if we were to come watch a Michigan State wrestling duel, where would we go to eat after? Where's the best place you've eaten that's near Michigan State?
So if you want like American food, you're going to head over to Lansing. You're going to go to Meat Barbecue. So Meat Barbecue has these brisket burgers. I'm pretty sure all their meat's local. The only way I could even describe it the first time that I ever had some was like the meat was like melting in my mouth, was how well they cooked it. It was so soft, and it was the best burger I'd ever had. The one that I've gotten the same thing every single time. I've never gotten anything else. Every time I go there, I look at something else. I'm like, okay, I'll try something. Never do. the double heifer. That's what I get every time. I'm gonna pull up a picture of it, but this place is so good. Now, with COVID and all that, they've kind of, I don't have anything to prove it, obviously, but I think that they've downsized their burgers a little bit. They're definitely not as big as they used to be,
Bring the
but
scale.
still, because I think that they are supposed to be a certain weight. So, but yeah, these are good burgers, really good burgers,
What's in there?
brisket burgers.
Nah.
Now, if you're looking for Asian food, I'm gonna have to recommend Udon Sushi. I just like the place a lot because the guy who owns it is just really cool. I call him Mr. Udon. But see, I have this thing in my car that he gave me of a little Afro man, because I go there a lot for like boba. So Asian, I have to recommend Udon Sushi. American food, I have to recommend meat barbecue. For just kind of a little bit of everything, I hit BJ's Brew House. That place, I've just started eating there a little bit ago because my roommate Jaden Enriquez recommended it to me. That place is legit. I've been getting tri-tip burgers there. Really good cuts of meat. Their food's really good. They have pizza, pasta, burgers. They have all kinds of stuff. So yeah, good variety there.
Oh, fire. And then last question, we ask this question to every single person that comes on the podcast. Actually, I got two more questions. You've been talking about video games quite
Okay.
a lot. What's your go-to video
Yeah.
game? What's the game you're playing right now?
Overwatch. Always Overwatch. I've been playing Overwatch the last like 5 years. And if you want to go to like campaign games, I still haven't finished Majora's Mask. But I also haven't touched it in like a couple of years. But I'm still technically working through Majora's Mask. But Overwatch is my go-to. I was gonna build a PC this summer, and then I would have started playing Overwatch on PC, and I also would have started playing Apex because I like watching Apex a lot. It looks like a really fun game. But the whole style nowadays is those competitive games because you get a campaign game and you play it and maybe it was good, maybe it was bad, but you're not really going to keep on playing a campaign game. Now they're coming out with all these competitive games. Like I said, I've been playing Overwatch the past 5 years because there's always going to be competition, and you're kind of married to the competition aspect of it more than the game sometimes. So yeah. Oh,
All
also
right.
Clash Royale, if we're talking about mobile stuff.
Clash
I hate
Royale.
it, but it's got me hooked in.
All right. Final question. You could take 3 of your Michigan State teammates with you into the zombie apocalypse. Who are they and why?
Oh, geez. Three of my teammates. Can I take my coaches?
No. That's your teammates. Just the people on your roster.
All right. So I'll take Peyton Amanya because he's a very like uplifting kind of bubbly person, and you would need that in those dark times. And I think he's a good personality to have. Also, he can fish and I can't fish. Hopefully he can hunt too. I want to say Brad Wilton because he can fish and hunt, and I feel like he would just know a lot of survival facts and techniques and whatnot. So Peyton Amanya, Brad Wilton, and last one's gonna be tough. Zombie apocalypse, so we need to actually be able to fight. I don't think I can take anybody small. So sorry to all the lighter weights. See, and I need somebody who's not gonna go crazy. because my worry about some of these guys is they might lose their mind. That was why I chose Peyton, because I was like, I don't think Peyton's gonna lose his mind. Brad's kind of a wild card, but he's too useful to not choose. I don't know. Third guy might have to be like Caleb Fish. Oh yeah, Caleb Fish. I'm sure he knows some crazy random stuff that we could use. So Caleb Fish, Brad Wilden, Caleb Fish, and Peyton Amanya.
There's yours.
Yeah.
I'll be Apocalypse Super Squad. We've heard some really good ones. I'm sure that one would line up with some of those. But Cam, thank you for coming on. We appreciate you giving us your time. Yeah, let's hope you shock the world and make some noise at this upcoming weekend. And we'll make sure we'll be supporting you this weekend. And good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah,
It was great to be on.
Yeah, appreciate you coming on. So, good luck this weekend. This has been Late Night Shots Podcast. See you guys again next time.